guys for having me here today, just before your gig here in the Grand Social. But what I wanted to start our interview with is the Electric Picnic. I've heard that you've been selected as one of the a handful of bands playing at the reggae stage this year. The reggae stage is happening for the 6th time, so it's a pretty new project. How are you feeling about it? Are you excited?
Thrilled, absolutely delighted. Right, we are very proud to be part of the Electric Picnic, part of Trenchtown this year, and we are so looking forward to it. And everybody, like, if you only can, if you have a chance, right, check it out. We would like to invite all our friends, our fans, right, and the future fans possibly as well, to be there. And the last weekend of August looks delightful.
Monica, I know that you've been playing at Electric Picnic before, so do you have your outfit sorted, and do you have like your tips for like camping in the wilds?
Yeah, I have. I played 2 years ago with a previous band, Downtown Vibration, and I have a few tips. I have a kind of idea, but it's always changing because it's a festival, so it's really wild place to be. So, but the outfit sorted, I think I'll find a few items in the wardrobe, you know. Yeah, like, you know, the girls, we need a lot of time, so even if you picked your outfit, you probably have to go to wardrobes like 15 times to change. Cool. So but yeah, we are delighted. It's always great place to be. Any places we can play, any festivals, great to be. So we're absolutely happy to be a part of it. Yeah.
And what some people take for granted, right? And it's a basic thing, right? We hope that it will be sunny and dry, right? And after all, wellies are unisex as well.
It doesn't matter really, you know. Once we're there, everything is going to be fine. Yeah.
I'm sure it will be sunny. But let's talk about the reggae scene in Dublin or in Ireland in general. It's slightly different to a Polish one. It's more kind of niche-y, shall we say. How do you find the reggae scene, and where would you place your band, Joyful Noiz, on this landscape?
Well, I think our music, it's you can't really, like, really reggae. It's kind of it's not a very narrow term, because in reggae you mean like there's the different styles, and I think our style is not exactly like the reggae roots. It's a bit different, but I think 2 vocals makes it kind of unique, you know. We have a kind of rough side, which is Peter with his really strong vocals, and then the softer side, which was my female vocal. And I think, you know, it's not the reggae stage here in Ireland. It's not really, you don't have as that many bands. It's kind of different. That's why I think it's very easier for us to blend it in here, because you have many different reggae bands that they're all, the styles are different rather than they're very kind of same, you know. That's why it's so interesting to be in here, you know.
So what is the core voice of Joyful Noiz? How would you describe your music? Is it kind of hard reggae with funk? How would you describe
it's a bit of rock reggae, I would say. It's not really.
We've heard some opinions, voices saying that it's more like British reggae style, but as Monica said, this is not typical roots reggae music, and well, it's obvious, it's plain to see. We are not Jamaicans, we were not born there, we were not raised there, right? And that's why, first of all, I think reggae teaches people to be natural, and we don't pretend to be somebody we are not. And basically, if you ask about well, Joyful Noiz here in Ireland, it's a peculiar situation, right? Just the sheer size of the country makes the difference, right? In Poland, reggae is in sort of a bloom right now. It's been like that for, let's say, a couple of years. Previously, it was more like niche-y, right? Now there are more bands that cross over to the mainstream, right? And from the niche that is reggae, right? They have a breakthrough at some point, right? And then they reach much wider audiences, right? Here in Ireland, you still have the situation in which, at least to me, it resembles more a niche, Even though, as Monica said, which is rightful in every aspect of the word, you can have bands that mix reggae and ska, reggae and punk rock, you can say. You can mix reggae with dub music, with funk, as you yourself said. And we believe that it's an area that is vast enough to encompass so many different fusions, right? That there's still room for development. There is still room for contributing with your own voice, with Joyful Noiz.
Yeah. Plus, we are different backgrounds, you know. I think.
Tell me about it. Tell me about your backgrounds.
Well, I think everybody. I mean, each member of our group actually is interested in different music. That's what it is really. I find it very unique, you know, because I'm really listening to soul and jazz and New Orleans. I love reggae, but this is closest to my heart. They kind of before they kind of created like a punk kind of rock thing. I think that's why there's a little bit of this punk rock still left in a Joyful Noiz, which
there's
actually transformed, you know, and. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of music, you know, it's a heavy kind of new metal thing up to, you know, even Bjork and all kind of different music. But I think because we are into kind of different styles and blended together, that's why our reggae is not like reggae, but it's kind of different. I think, you know, you're always going to find people who likes it and people who doesn't, and that's natural thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I guess it makes your band unique and exciting.
It makes
in a way
our band
well.
just our, you know. Joyful Noiz is just Joyful Noiz, you know. It's no other band. A lot of people like it, they don't, but that's a normal thing, you know.
Sure. So let's talk a little bit about the history of the band, because you've been set up in 2007. So it's been
as early as 2007. That's right.
That's how long we know each other. Yeah. And there's been a few changes of a style, and you have developed your own unique voice. So tell me about like all these years.
Well, first of all, it's been gathering experiences, learning something, experimenting with genres, with different types of music, but reggae has been our core from the very beginning, and that's something that, well, even as Monica said, we come from different backgrounds, and our drummer comes from jazz funk background as well. Our guitarist used to play in a hardcore group as well.
Hard rock kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, like reggae has been something that we share, and since the very beginning, we always start with reggae and sort of come back to reggae.
That's our core, kind of, like, you know, it's like we're all apart, and this is our center where we all kind of, you know, get the energy together, and that's what connects us, you know.
There are good points and bad points in that. For instance, there is sometimes a problem because there is a lack of stability. You know that we are here, we're all migrants, and some musicians that we've met on our way, well, we're there and they are gone, and the same, right? It's all about the energy it takes. Everybody contributes with a different twist to it, right? And that's why we've been experimenting with different types of music, playing sometimes harder, sometimes like now with a more electronic twist, with special effects and something that we haven't used before, right?
And it also changed, you know, when I came to band, it also get the softness, you know. You still have songs that were created before I joined, and they're kind of like tougher, you know, more into that rocky side, and then the ones with my vocal, they kind of go smoother and softer, and they're really women like this kind of sweet sound of reggae, feminine reggae,
so
you know?
much sweeter. Sure.
Because they also created by me. I mean, you can't deny that I'm a girl. So no matter
There's
how
no denying to that.
It's a tough world for the woman, you know, especially in the music industry, and especially when you're surrounded with all the guys. I'm the only one, like, I'm raising of the band. So, but it's you know, it's cool. You know, I think that's why the sound is kind of unique. You know, that's why it sounds a bit different. You know.
Even though we've been through many changes, still reggae is probably the best carrier for us to promote positive vibes, and for us it's not just an empty expression. Positive vibe. Everybody keeps talking about positive vibrations and so on. Okay, but that's not true. Many people think about reggae rockers as, you know, weed smokers only, and that's it. There is pretty much that that's what it's all about. But it's not true. For us, it doesn't matter if we have a heavier, a harder, more harsh sort of sound, or like now more mellow, sweeter, as Monica said. We want to spread positive message. We want to communicate it to our audiences, to whoever is willing to listen to us, right? We talk about love, tolerance, respect of all life. You can say, yeah, one love, but it's not just an empty slogan. But well, for us,
music has
it's really
a strong influence on
Yeah.
people. You know, if you just play music just to play, and you don't give a message to anybody, I think this is a bit of playing. You know, I think it's very important that behind the music stays some kind of message that you want to deliver to people. You know?
So what's the message that Joyful Noiz has for its fans?
A lot of messages, you know. Some the texts are really political,
Rebellious.
I'm rebellious.
But that's very typical for reggae, and its roots, isn't it? Like this kind of this
Against-
positive but rebellious side.
against any injustice,
Yeah.
against any inequality, right? Promoting serious love, celebration of life. Sometimes there is a part one part to reggae that can be quite rebellious, anti-establishment, anti-system, right? You can say. But on the other hand, there is also some room for sheer fun. That's why the name sticks with us, right? Joyful
Tell me about
Noiz.
the name, actually, because it originates from this famous line by the Gentleman. isn't
Not
it?
only Gentlemen, right? It's actually repeated by many reggae
Tell me
rockers,
about it,
many
yeah.
performers, right? Make a joyful noise. This is the essence of it, right? Life to be celebrated, to be lived to the full, like to the full blast, if I may say so.
I know that you're working on a new demo now. So what are your plans for the future? What are the plans for Joyful Noiz?
Well, spread it, and as I said, reach wider audiences, make more and more people interested. We believe that reggae can cross many borders, right, many frontiers, and well, we are still waiting for new discoveries, right, discovering new worlds, new areas. Also, yeah,
I think even-
getting
even
our message through to
Getting experiencing and evolving and learn and grow, I think this is for me very important. Of course, any money would be great, because obviously music is for me everything, and I'm sure for each one of us. And
well, otherwise
to
we wouldn't be
live,
doing that.
it's very difficult between a job and between your family to find the time for the music. It's a really hard piece of cake, and if we're supported by our families, that's great. We have this opportunity which a lot of people probably they don't have. But still, just to live only, from the music, that would be my success. But definitely growing, evolving, and getting more experiences, because we learn all our lives, and that's very important.
Yeah, we would definitely like to try, and we will send it to some publishing centers, right? You can say, and we'll try to get others interested in what we are doing and possibly see the potential in it and develop the potential to make it an actual thing, right? Yeah. To me, that would be, as Monica said, right? That would be the ideal, right? Just recording albums, playing gigs, playing festivals, right? Clubs, right? Traveling as well. That's the ultimate goal.
I know that you've been playing around Dublin quite a lot, being involved in charity gigs and most of kind of alternative and kind of like new cultural projects. Tell me about that. I'm talking about like the Polish charity in January. Like you've been veterans of that gig. Like you've been playing there for quite a long time now.
Well,
so
just to put it mildly, it wasn't the first time that we played, but I wouldn't call ourselves like veterans, not in the first place.
But you can see, like Joyful Noiz usually is on, any gig that is happening in Dublin involving.
Well, because we're trying to get there. Obviously, any band that plays music wants to play more and more gigs. That's what you kind of get. First of all, more experience. It's you play music not to sit and play in a basement, but you want to get out there. So
Sure.
it's natural way that everywhere possibly we can play, we play. And any chance for us to get out there and do it, we just do it. It doesn't matter. It's covered with any cost or not. Obviously, you know, it's very important. Any few quits will do the difference, even to cover the cost. But
Sure.
that's not our goal. We want to play anywhere possibly we can, and I think that's why we're there, you know.
But it also falls into place, as I said, this positive message, right, goes hand in hand with the idea of any charity. I mean, not exactly any, right, but supporting people for a good cause.
Yeah, that's very important.
That's also important. And well, it's said probably a bit too much that we would play at every possible gig, right? There will be more gigs that we will play together, we believe.
And I think it makes a difference, like you said, to get involved in a good cause, and not only playing for charity, you know, does that, but even if you're playing and the people enjoy your music, that's already success. You know, that's already sharing experience and the connection between the audience. You know, they come and listen to you and they give you energy, and then you release this energy back. I think it's like simple exchange. You know,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's great feedback.
So if you could tell me in 3 words, how would you describe Joyful Noiz?
I have no idea.
Well, full of joy.
Very good.
If
Monica?
it
I don't.
suffices.
I never thought about it. You know, I honestly, it's a really hard question you got me. You know, I don't know, but I definitely like what I'm doing. You know, and I won't stop.
You won't stop.
No.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
brilliant. Thank you, and best of luck with your future projects,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We would
Thanks.
like to invite everybody to go to our website, which is under construction, but it will be active soon, right? So far, the best way to contact us regarding gigs or any latest information, right, is our Facebook profile, Joyful Noiz, on Facebook, right? Heavy Reggae Vibe Dublin, or just Reggae Vibe Dublin. Can't be mistaken. You will find us.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.